Hello. Hello. My name is Maya. I live in Sweden. I am a wife and a mother of two, soon 3 kids. I am a knitter, a sewist, and I recently started to design my own clothes. Well, I've been trying for a while, but I am currently putting them out. So today I wanted to make sort of an introduction video and show you some of what I've been working on, the designs, so you can see what I like to do, what details I prefer, and if there's anything that you like. I also want to tell you that there is at the moment a discount on Ravelry on my entire Ravelry store. There's a 20% discount, no coupon code needed, and I will link it down in the description if there's anything that you're interested in. And I will show you some garments that are out for sale at the moment and some that are in the works and will be put out during the year. Yeah. So to start off, I am wearing a self-drafted sweater in a blown yarn. I think it's Viking garn in Bris. I'm not sure. The color sand. I know it's a color sand. It doesn't have a name. There's not a pattern. But it's one of my most worn knits because it's wearable for most occasions. It fits with most of my clothes. So it's a sweater that I really do enjoy. I like the cropped sleeves. So it's a 3/4 sleeves. It's cropped here at the bottom. So it's perfect with skirts and dresses and pants, high-waisted pants. And yeah, I wear it in the winter, in the summer, fall and spring. I wear it a whole lot. And I've had it for a few years. So yeah, that's one I truly enjoy. And maybe I'll make it into a pattern in the future. We'll see. But then I have to modify it a bit because there's a whole lot of details that I wouldn't have made at the moment. Yeah, so let me show you some of the projects I've been working on. And let's start off with the newest. And it is this has just been released. It's a t-shirt in 100% cotton. It's Drops Saffron. It's a raglan tee with a wide neckline. I will put up a picture so you can see how it looks on because it doesn't really fit at the moment. But when it did fit, it was a tee that I reach for every single day, and I truly miss wearing it. So it's a stockinette raglan, a very simple construction with a simple cast on, simple cast off. It's just a knitted cast off. So it's shaped here in the neckline with German short rows to make it. Well, you can see here, if you have the top of the back, then it's supposed to be, it's a big drop for the front, but it doesn't, when you wear it, it doesn't hang low. Becomes more of a wide neckline rather than a low revealing one. So it's actually a very modest knit, even though it has a wide neckline that could go very deep. But then also I am crocheted a lace edging right on top of the cast on, so that the crochet lace pulls up the entire fabric. So I've designed it to pull up a whole lot, and well, if you want to see more samples of this, I will put up a picture, but then I would highly recommend going into my Ravelry store, click on the Tea of the Divided Sea. So this is the Tea of the Divided Sea. And then I would look on the projects of the testers that are available right now, because they look so great. And one tester, she made it in a wool slub yarn. It was really cool, and one in vine red, and they're so beautiful. All the tester samples, they are just amazing. So I would highly recommend going out to my Ravelry store and just check all those out, because there are truly beautiful knits there. I also crocheted, let's see, so here's the crochet neckline, but then there's another crochet lace here at the bottom, and these are more like flowers with flower petals, and these flower petals are the same as these up here, but these are slightly wider, but they are made the same way so that they are matching. And I have the same lace at the sleeves, so that makes it pop, it makes it gorgeous, and it makes a simple knit stand out with some crochet lace. And as I said, it's one of my most it's a very wearable knit for summer, for spring, and also for layering in the fall and winter, with maybe a soft cardigan on top of it if you're freezing. So I would highly recommend, I know I made it, but I would highly recommend this pattern, because it's very quick, it's very simple. I couldn't crochet a year ago, and then I started to try to learn, and I crocheted this lace. So I did have a little bit of a learning curve. So I have one, on this sleeve it's a bit wonky. It's not completely symmetrical, but then the other sleeves here are more rounded, they are the way that I want them to. And I decided to keep this on because it's the first lace that I completed, and I'm very excited that it turned out that well, and that I can make it into an entire sweater. This is still the only thing that I can crochet, so different variations of the same lace. I haven't ventured out into any other lace, so so this is out for sale at the moment. It was just released a few days ago, and you can find it in my Ravelry store. And then I want to show you, I did tell you that I miss wearing the tee, so I decided to make a slightly longer version with long sleeves, still in a yarn that breathes well, that will not become too warm. And I made the bodice slightly longer in order to cover up the belly a bit when I'm pregnant, but I will also be able to wear it a lot when I'm not pregnant. So I'm very excited to see it on at a later date, but other than that, it's the same fit as the Tea of the Divided Sea. So if you're interested in knitting this, testing this in the future, it's not out for testing yet. It's still in writing. But then you can check the fit of the Tea of the Divided Sea, and just imagine longer sleeves, longer bodice, same lace. It's not the same gauge, it's a slightly larger gauge. It's a slightly thicker yarn. This is made in Drops Bell. So it's a cotton, viscose, and linen blend, and it's so soft. And it's also the same gauge as the Sandnesgarn line. Not the thin line, but the wider line. Yeah, and it's great. I haven't blocked it yet, but it has been worn twice. Because I haven't been patient enough to block it. But I will do that, and then I will wear it the whole out. So I'm excited for this one, and I will be looking for testers very soon. Also, to go with this one, since the bodice is slightly longer, and at least for me, I have wider hips and a very thin, not very thin, but I have a smaller waist with wider hips. So I like to have something that marks the waist, because otherwise some clothes just turns out like a tent. This doesn't, but I was afraid that I would. So I did make a belt for occasions where you might want to mark the waist a little bit more. And you can have a separate belt so that you can wear it with or without, and it looks just as beautiful with both. And it's the same lace as, I'll show you on the light blue one, so it shows off. Hold on a sec. Yeah, so I will show you here. So we have the light blue here, and here at the bottom there are just shells that are crocheted one after the other with some gaps on the side. So in order to make this belt match, you can see it's not the same gauge, but then I made the shells one after the other and made gaps on both sides here. So instead of having the flower petals and then the gaps up here at this edge, and flower petals here at the bottom, I made just flat edges on both sides. And then I crocheted, I don't know if you can see here, just chains one after the other to make the tie bands. And it looks really cute. I will post pictures of this on Instagram soon, so you can see it when I'm wearing it. So that pattern will be out for testing soon. The first one can be purchased in my Ravelry store and on Etsy, but on Etsy there is not a sale at the moment. So if you want the sale, the discount, if you want the discount, then check out my Ravelry store. And then I have here. I was very excited to pull this out of my closet, because I will be able to use it soon again. So this is the Sea Breeze sweater baby. So I have plans on making this into adult version and maybe junior version as well, because this, I don't remember what age it goes up to, but it's a few years. And it's so cute. I made this one in Drops Baby Merino, so it's washable in a washing machine. And this has gone through the wash a few times. I have twins, so I made 2 versions. So, but I messed up the buttonhole in the first one because I placed it on the wrong. I placed it in the middle of the sleeve, which I didn't like, so I made a second version. So this is the one that the pattern is made after, but I also included the option of starting the stripes, the colorwork stripes, right under the neckline. And well, I think these are so cute. So my twin boys wore these for quite some time. They were very small when they were born, so they could wear these for a long time. This is the smallest size, and it's so cute. They're so adorable, and I would love to make more of these. And I want one for myself. So we'll see when that happens. But this is the Sea Breeze Sweater Baby, and it's available in my Revelry store and on Etsy. Then I have another pattern that is already out, and it is the Dress of Blessing. As you know, I can't wear it at the moment, but I will put up pictures so you can see. It's a stockinette knitted dress. It's worked bottom up with a heart rib at the bottom and some shaping for the hips, and then it comes in for the waist. And then we have some ruffles here at the top of the sleeves. So it's quicker than it looks. It's very, very comfortable. I made this in a yarn that is mostly available in the Nordic countries. It's from Garn Specialisten. It's a company that saves yarn from big yarn companies that are left over that they won't use for any clothes, and it's great, but it can be swapped out very easily for Istex cam garn. So that's the same gauge, the same length of yarn, and hopefully that can make you make it easier for you to get right yarns, so you can swap the yarn fairly easily. It's 2 yarns held double. So the first one is Garn Specialistens Italiensk Merino, so Italian Merino. And it's a beautiful, beautiful yarn. The other yarn is from Garn Specialisten as well. It's Stanford brushed merino mohair, I think. It's not available for purchase anymore. So I did swap it out in the pattern, which will make it much better because I don't really like the Stanford brushed mohair. I will show you. I made a skirt in the same merino, but I did use Drops brushed alpaca silk instead. And I think you can see the difference in the fabric. So this one is a lot smoother, and this one looks a bit lumpier. And yeah, I am not happy with the results of the Stanford brushed merino mohair, but it can't be sold anymore anyways. So don't use that. I'll put up a note which yarn I swapped it for in the pattern, because I think that will make it better. But if you have another yarn that you want to hold single ply or 2-ply or 3-ply, but just if you get the gauge, then this dress will work out great. I did get a note when I published this pattern that it was made with twisted stitches, and I did learn to knit when I was a kid, and then I picked it up again when I was older on my own, and I've been twisting my stitches, and now I know that I do. But the pattern is not written in twisted stitches, and the testers did not knit it in twisted stitches, and it holds up really well. So there's no call for thinking that you need twisted stitches to make this pattern. This one is also made in twisted stitches, but it won't change anything. It's on large needles as well. It's 6 millimeters, and this one as well. I don't think it's the exact same gauge. So this is a skirt. So this is the dress of blessing, and it's available for purchase. So, and this is the skirt of blessing, and it's currently out for testing. I do need more test knitters, so feel free to apply in the link in the description. Or if you don't have, I run the test knit through Yarn Pond, but if you don't have Yarn Pond and you want to test knit the skirt, then contact me and we'll see if the size is available. And yeah, so it's worked bottom up. So here's the lace. Or no, not the lace, but the ribbing, and I think it's gorgeous. I made it slightly longer, and the fit of the skirt is to be slightly longer than the dress, because that was something that I really wish that I had made the dress longer. So I made the skirt longer, and I'm very, very happy with the result. I did get pregnant while finishing this skirt, so when I was taking the pictures, then I was just starting to show, and I was trying to keep it a secret. So I haven't been wearing this. I have been wearing a store-bought skirt. The store-bought skirt that inspired this one, and I truly miss my skirt of blessing. I want to wear it, but I don't want to make it fit bad. I don't want to stretch the fabric out with a pregnancy belly. But I am so looking forward to wearing this in the fall. And the merino is the same as the dress, the Italiensk merino from Garn Specialist, and I can highly recommend it because it is so beautiful. It holds up really, really well, even when it's just one strand with nothing, no more hair or anything. It just holds up so great. And it's cheap, and you save yarn from being thrown away. And then the second yarn is drops brushed alpaca silk, and they turn out really great together. And it's so soft. I like the fabric. It's amazing. So it's out for testing, and let me know if you want to join. And that was all of the patterns that I wanted to show you today, all the garments, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you want more of this content, and if there's anything you would like to let me know, then write it in the description or in the comments, and I will try to get back to you. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you another time. Bye!